Hey guys, Courtney here with Southern Owls, and today we are doing a TMI Gifts collab. So all of the items that you are looking at, or all the items that I'm using for this tutorial, should I say, you can find at tmigifts.com. They have a collaborations tab, and you can click on that collaborations tab, and in the drop down menu you'll see Southern Owls, and all of these supplies to make this wreath will be right there. So the raised wreath form, you have this adorable scarecrow. We're going to be using some fun pumpkins and sunflowers for this adorable tutorial. We're going to grab our 21-inch poly jute and our 10-inch orange deco mesh, and then here are the super cute ribbon choices that I chose for this tutorial. I'm super excited. Also, as y'all know, if you're shopping with TMI Gifts, you can use my code OWL20 and you'll receive 20% off your entire order. I will definitely put all of that information in the description of this YouTube tutorial. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. We're going to start off by using our 21-inch mesh. I'm just going to let it drop to the floor. I'm going to fold it in half like so, and then start crumpling it up, gathering it up in my hands. Okay, we got some crazy flyaways. We'll just trim those off. We're going to grab or find one of our twisty ties and lay that right down into that twisty tie. Twist it right in. And we're going to do the poof method. So we're going to do 10-inch poofs. So what you're going to want to do is slide your hands down, measure out 10 inches, open up the next twisty tie, and lay that mesh right down into your form. Twist it really nice and tight. I always put my hands underneath the poof just to help give it some shape and form that super cute poof. And we're just going to keep on doing that same method all the way around. So what I do for this kind of work form is I start at the top, I go all the way around, and then we will move on to the bottom. So just grab that mesh, slide your hand down about 10 inches, put it right into that twisty tie, and give it a twist. And then we're just going to put our hands underneath our poofs and make them poofy. Just help form that poof. We're going to keep on going, just starting at the top, measuring out about 10 inches, sliding your hand down that mesh, and putting it right next into the next twisty tie, okay? Let me know if y'all have ever shopped at TMI Gifts in the comments. They are an awesome small business. They have a lot of gorgeous mesh and ribbon and signs, and they are starting to carry some floral, so that's exciting, my friends. They have really pretty picks, a lot of goodies. They got a lot of goodies going. Okay, so now we have finished the top, so we're going to twist that right in. Make sure that's really nice and tight. Poof our poof. So I always just slide it right down into that next twisty tie. Find the closest one, and then we're going to twist that right into that one. And now we're going to start along the bottom. We're still going to measure out 10 inches, give or take, and then put it right next into that next twisty tie. So these tinsels come on this type of wreath. I get that question asked often. So this is a raised work form. So these tinsels come already on it, which is really nice. There's 8 ties on the top and 10 ties on the bottom. So the bottom bows out just a little bit, but it's good because then that gives your wreath some more fullness, some extra thickness. So these work forms are really great. They help you make a really big, what I like to say, thick and juicy wreath. They turn out really, really stunning. Really stunning. We're just twisting that all in. Bubbling up our bubbles a little bit if needed. Okay. Has anyone ever worked with poly jute before? This is one of my favorite meshes. This is one of my favorite meshes to work with. It has really good coverage. It's beautiful. It does make me sneeze, but I do love working with it. So we're just twisting those ties in, doing that 10-inch poofs, sliding our hand down our mesh gently. Don't hurt yourself. Finding that next twisty tie, opening it up, and twisting it right in. Make sure those twisty ties are getting nice and tight, though. Give it some good tugs because you want your mesh to stay put. Okay, last one. Twist it right in there. Twist, twist, twist. And then we're going to cut off that extra. Now we have a little bit of extra leftover mesh for another project because we're done with this. So we're going to move it off to the side. So this is what our form is looking like right now. Okay, pretty cute already. I'm going to push this off to the side and we're going to grab our 10-inch mesh and we are going to cut this whole roll into 20-inch pieces. I always like to grab my little ribbon tail board so my mesh doesn't roll back on me. I like to use a rotary blade. You can find these at Hobby Lobby. I do have them tagged in my Amazon storefront as well, just so you can see the brand and all of that. So I'm just rolling out this mesh and cutting it at 20 inches, okay? I'm going to move this because I'm going to need some more space. We're going to put this over here on my chair out of the way. Okay. So we're just going to keep on going. 20-inch pieces all the way. The whole roll, which is perfect because it's going to give us 18 pieces total when you cut them at 20 inches, which is awesome for these raised work forms. There's 8, remember, 8 ties on the top and then 10 ties on the bottom. Oh my goodness, I might need to change up my blade. I'm having some little difficulties. I have been cutting foam. I've been making lollipops already. So I might have dulled my blade a little bit. That's okay. We will change it after this tutorial for sure. Okay. So just keep on going. How's everyone's day going? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I see that y'all really enjoyed my TMI dog kit tutorial and the wreath kit. Well, I have good news because I'm going to be dropping another wreath kit with TMI. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. I will give you a little hint. It is Halloween. It is a Halloween box, so I'm super excited. Y'all know I love spooky season. Okay, so we're done with that mesh. We're going to get our work form back over here, and we're going to do the ruffle method, which is one of my favorite methods to do. And you see how this mesh kind of naturally rolls in on each other, right? Like a scroll. So we're going to use that. I'm going to flip it this way, upside down, onto my mat. I'm going to flip it over about an inch or two, find the middle, give it a pinch, and then walk my fingers over to the other side, and that is how we're going to make our beautiful ruffles. So we're going to find any twisty tie. I always like to start at the top and lay that ruffle right in, and since we did the poofs, I like to lay my mesh in between, long ways in between the poofs, okay? So that is what I'm going to do for every single section. I'm going to flip that mesh over underneath yourself about an inch or two. Find the middle, give it a pinch. Walk your fingers over to the other side. Find that next open tinsel tie. And boom. Put it right in there. So we're not going to cut our tinsel ties off just yet. We're going to leave some more space on those because we are going to be adding in some ribbon. So we're going to keep our tinsel ties on there. Okay. And we're going to just keep on ruffling. I always like to start at the top and then move on to the bottom. That's just how I roll. But you are more than welcome to start at the bottom and work your way up towards the top as well, okay? I think this orange is going to give it a nice fall pop. It's going to be great. Really nice. I'm going to move my microphone over just a little bit. I'm so sorry if there was some ruffleage. There we go. Fold over about an inch or two. Find the middle, give it a pinch. Find the next twisty tie open and lay it right down in there and give it a nice good twist. Okay, it's okay. Don't be dramatic, Court. You just dropped a piece of mesh. All right, lay it right down in there. Nice and tight. Make sure those twisty ties are nice and tight, my friends. Okay, so now our top is done. So now we're going to move on to the bottom section. And guess what? We're going to do that same exact method. Flip it over about an inch or two. Find the middle. Walk your fingers over to the other side. Find the next tinsel tie. And put it in there. Okay, these are getting cray-cray. I keep on getting stuck over here. I'm telling y'all, I need a bigger table. I always say I do, right? One day. One day. I'm super excited, friends. This week, I leave to go to market in Dallas. So market is where you can shop wholesale or wreath supplies. You do have to have your sales tax ID. So if you ever do decide to sell supplies or get into the business of wreath making, you highly recommend getting your sales tax ID, friends, so you can shop wholesale. Save a couple pennies, right? So I'm meeting my friend Lindsay with Tarnation Creations in Dallas, and we're going to go shopping together and just take it all in and have fun. We got all the beautiful displays, see what's up and coming for the spring. So this market is for next year, next spring season. So I can't wait to see what colors are going to be on trend for spring. It's going to be great. We might have some fun times too, and maybe shop for a little bit of fun jewelry while we're there. You never know. You never know what I will come home with my haul. Okay, I've got a few more sections left. Twist that right in. Last section. Okay. Now we got that orange mesh in. Isn't that nice? So what I always like to do next is put in our sign. So I chose this adorable Scarecrow. I am going to punch my own holes in him though. And I'm going to put him a little up because my vision is to have these beautiful things down at the bottom. So I'm going to put him a little bit. Let's kind of map this out a little bit. I'm going to have him like just a little up. Just a little. Okay, so, ooh, friends. I don't know where my big head's going to be in the way for just a second. I didn't grab my jewelry hole puncher. Okay, so I'm going to put a, oh, this is a jewelry hole puncher. You can get them on Amazon. They are linked in my storefront. I'm going to put a little hole up here in his hat. Ooh, that's a strong metal sign. And I'll put one right here on his hat again. Woo! And one more on the other side of his hat. Okay. And now we're going to grab our tan pipe cleaners because that goes with the brim of the hat. Thread that through the hole. Pipe cleaners, because good Lord. Good Lord. My little fingers aren't working today. Ooh. Woo! Hulk almighty now. Okay. And we're going to just twist that around and around and around and around. We're going to do that to all three holes that we just punched. Let's see if this one's easier. Ooh, okay, there we go. I didn't take the sticker off. Okay, hold on. I got to take the sticker off. My OCD can't handle that. Okay. One more pipe cleaner, my friends. Oh, perfect. Ooh. This one is giving me a hard time too. There we go. Bend it over, twist, twist, twist. Okay, friends. So I'm gonna put it up just a little bit up. A little bit up towards the top. A little bit more than what I normally do. I'm going to take this cool little device and hook it around my pipe cleaners. And that's going to help me thread it through the mesh. You can get these on Amazon as well. They are crochet needles. And it just helps guide those pipe cleaners right through the mesh. Okay, so we're going to take this now and just wrap it around the brim. That's what I'm doing. Okay, just doing it underneath because I want to make sure that Mr. Scarecrow is staying in place and nice and tight and how I want him. And we're going to go around just a few times and we'll clean it up at the end. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with those little guys. Thread it through the mesh. One thing you always want to make sure that you are doing is threading them through the mesh and not around the mesh, because that mesh is going to help keep your sign from sinking down into your wreath. That was one of my big things that I learned in wreath making. I was like, why are my signs always sinking? And I was like, oh, you go through the mesh, through the mesh, so your sign will stay on top. And we're going to go around, making sure it's nice and tight. Okay. Adorable. All right, we got our little twisty ties out of there. Okay. And now we're going to add in our floral and our pumpkins. So what I'm going to do, these are stunning. Love, right? We love a good sunflower. I'm literally just using the heads though, okay? So I'm just going to clip them about an inch or two down. Okay? And then I know these are going to be a little bit harder because it's a nice thick wire, but we're going to do the same thing with our pumpkins. Okay. Oh, let's take that tag off. These pumpkins are adorable. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of place them where I think I want them. Like, I think I kind of want to have them. Oh, another tag. Like this. And then I want the sunflowers to come up all around the sides. That's adorable. Yeah. I like that. Okay, so we're going to get this glued in. He looks so happy. So I'm just going to dip this into my glue pot that I have off camera. It's a Sure Bonder. But if you don't have a glue pot, my friends, you can just use your hot glue gun. No problem. I'm going to do the same thing with the pumpkin. Stick them down in there. Same thing with this sunflower. You also, guys, if you're using a glue pot, make sure that your glue is the consistency of honey, okay? You don't want it too runny because then you're going to hurt yourself. That's when the glue drips and gets all crazy. Okay, we're just moving right along. Dip our pumpkin in there. I love that the pumpkins match his little bandana. That's really, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to use these little cute, adorable pumpkins. Okay, so I didn't use the leaves, but we're going to. Or I didn't clip off the leaves. I'm going to just glue those off of the sunflower. So we're going to dip the ends into some hot glue and add in a couple little leaves. I'm just literally pulling that right off. I think I want to add 2 to this one. We'll see. I think I do though. Stick one there. And then stick one on the other side. Cute. Oh, I love it. Okay, one more leaf. We'll have it offset over here on the sunflower. Just dip it in a little bit of glue. Or use your glue gun. Just be careful, okay? And then stick that underneath that sunflower. So that kind of just fills up. Oh my gosh, that's cute. A little bit more of the space too, okay? I think it's turning out really, really cute. So now we are going to be doing our ribbon tails. So this is the gorgeous ribbon that I chose for this design. I love oh my gosh, you couldn't even see. I'm such a goober. Hold on, let me get this. Let me get this up here so we can open and look how gorgeous this ribbon is. This is a 1.5 inch polka dot. So fun. Let's open up the teal, little pops of teal, right? We all love a teal moment. Y'all all know this is my favorite color. Favorite color. Of course, we needed some Scarecrow in our life. How cute. And it's got a little glitter sheen to it. You'll see that in the camera. Love that. That's a 2.5 inch. Okay. And our beautiful sunflowers. This is also a 2.5 inch. So we have 10 ties on the bottom, and we have 3 left on the top. So now we are going to have some fun and make our ribbon. Oh, excuse me. Make our ribbon tails. So I'm just going to do 1 sunflower at the top, and then so we need 6 sunflowers total. I'm using my 13-inch ribbon tail board to do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you don't have a ribbon tail board, no worries, my friend. You can measure them out 1 by 1. 13 inches, okay? Also, if you've been around for a bit, you know I used to cut my ribbon tails using cardboard. So if you have a really good, nice, thick piece of cardboard, cut it at 13 inches and just wrap your tails around that, okay? So we're dovetailing. I'm just adding because it's only 6. I always want to make sure that they're all lined up. Fold it in half, and then you're going to cut up towards the sky, okay? Get that dovetail going. Beautiful. Get the trash out of here. We're going to set this off to the side. And then I think I want to put this teal on top of the sunflowers. And then the orange. Let's see. Yep, that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, great. You can do it however you want. So if you don't like that color combo, you can do something else, okay? So we need 6 teal. And this matches his little bandana, and it's going to pull out the teal that are in the pumpkins as well, friends. So 6 of these. And I like a dovetail. Some people just like to cut it at an angle, which is totally fine also, but I'm a sucker for a cute little dovetail. All right, so now we're done with the teal, so we're going to put that off to the side. And now we need 7 Scarecrow and 7 polka dot. I'm so sorry. I'm telling you, remember I told you I love a good poly jute, but what did I say? It always makes me sneeze. Okay, so we're going to do 13 inches, and we're going to do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because we have 2 more ties up at the top and then 5 on the bottom. So 2 at the top and 5 on the bottom makes 7. You didn't know when you became a wreath maker that you had to learn math too, huh? Okay, we're going to try. Let's see, because this is a good thick ribbon. Let's see if we can cut them all at the same time. Perfect. All right, we're going to set these off to the side, and now I'm going to grab my orange polka dots. And the reason why I chose this ribbon is because he has that cute little ribbon on his hat. So this matches that perfectly. So 7 of these cut at 13 inches again. And once again, we are just dovetailing all of them, making sure that all of the ribbon is up at the top though, right? Okay. And these are gonna go with the Scarecrow. All right, let's clean that little spot off and pull our wreath down. I am gonna take a sip. I made iced coffee. So good. Well, maybe. It's all frozen. It's too frozen. Oh, my Lanta. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're good now. I'm so sorry. I needed a drink, though. Okay, so you see, my friends, we have the 3 up top. So that's where we're going to start. I'm going to start with the Scarecrow ribbon right up here. We're going to make sure it is directional ribbon. So you can't see me. So we're going to put down the Scarecrow ribbon and then put the polka dot orange ribbon right on top of it. We're going to find the center, and then we're going to put that right down into that tinsel tie. Okay? I'm going to push those down. And we're going to fluff out our ribbon. I'm just pulling it and making an X so you can see both ribbons. That's adorable. So now we're going to go to the top, and we're going to grab one of our teals and one of our sunflowers. We're going to lay it right on top again, find the middle, and then we're going to twist it right here into that top twisty tie. And I'm just pushing that down into the wreath because we're done with these little twisty ties. And we're going to separate that ribbon out. Oh, that's adorable. And we're going to move on to this next one, and we're going to do the Scarecrow again. And remember, it's directional ribbon, so you want to make sure that it's facing the right direction. And we're going to lay that polka dot orange right on top. Place it down into the twisty tie. Give it a nice good twist. I'm going to push those down into the wreath and then spread out our beautiful ribbon. Form it how we want it to be looking. Come on, that's adorable. So you look so happy. Okay, so now we're going to go and move on to the bottom. It doesn't matter which one we start with because it's both going to end up with 5. So, but same thing, we're just going to lay it on top of each other and twist it in. Now, the difference that I do on the bottom is I just leave it V'd like this. I don't pull it apart. You can. I just choose not to. That is totally beauty in the eye of the beholder. This is your wreath. You can put your spin on it. I'm just giving you suggestions. Okay, so now we're going to take the next pattern, that sunflower with the pop of teal, and V it right on. Once again, up to you whether you want to spread out that ribbon a little bit more or just leave it on a V. And we're going to take the Scarecrow. Put it in there. And we're just doing every other pattern, okay, friends? Don't overthink it. We're just going to fill up every single twisty tie that is around the bottom. Super, super cute. Tuck that crazy. I'm gonna cut that thing off. That boop. See? Boom. Annoyance gone. You don't like something on your wreath? Change it. Right? That's the fun part about crafting. You don't like it? Change it. Okie dokie. Just keep on moving and grooving. You're doing great. And like I said, you can find all of these materials at TMIGifts.com. And I will tag them in the description section with I'll have all of the item numbers there as well. You can use my code OWL20 and you'll receive 20% off your entire order. Y'all are doing great. One more section left, friends. Oh gosh, this is adorable. Okay, so now I always take this wire. I get it from Home Depot in bulk. I cut off a few inches, make it into a U, and that is how we're going to hang our wreath. So we're going to find the center right here, and I just thread it through, and then you can either use your needle nose pliers or your thumbs and just bend that up. We're going to cut off these pipe cleaners and clean it up since we're back here. Okay, tuck those in, tuck it in. And now our gorgeous Scarecrow wreath. He's so happy. Are you kidding me? Look how happy he is. Our gorgeous, super cute Scarecrow wreath is now done. Here, oh, I smushed it. Here is what the sides and everything look like. Super, super adorable. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you go and grab these same supplies and craft along with me. Everything's, remember, from TMIGifts.com. Use code OWL20 for 20% off your order, okay, friends? And stay tuned for my next kit. Thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do have a website, theSouthernOwls.com, where you can shop and you can become an official Owlet as well. So please go sign up over there. I drop weekly emails, and I do monthly giveaways too to all my, for one lucky Owlet a month. It could be wreath supplies, it could be a wreath. So make sure that you go and subscribe to my website. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I can't wait to craft with you again soon.